Yeah, so the trade pact between Indonesia and China is a little unique in the sense that if you look at the past few years, trade between Indonesia and China has been well comfortably over 100 million tons. And the value of that coal trade has exceeded 4 billion tons. So fundamentally, we don't think that the trade pact will have any major impact on the demand-supply dynamics because the amount stated in the pact is substantially lower than what the pact says. What we think is brought about by the pact is something a little bit more symbolic in the sense that it tries to reinforce the trade ties between China and Indonesia in the coal trading space, especially amidst the evolving geopolitical environment between China and its other commodity partners. I mean, I think one outcome out of the trade pact could be a little bit more of a sentiment-driven thing where it could benefit Indonesian coal prices to an extent purely because it kind of reinforces the sentiment of trade.
So do you expect this more cross-border coal deals such as this to take a place in light of the regional trade tensions?
It's very unlikely because the next biggest coal trading partner of Indonesia is actually India, and India has a objective. It has an explicitly stated objective of being self-sufficient in its coal supply. So it's very unlikely that something like this will materialize.
Okay, so Fitch rating expect Indonesian coal selling prices and volumes to improve in 2021. So how do the trade tension, the geopolitical situations affect the view?
Okay, so the geopolitical tensions, I mean, if you look at Australia, it's the second largest exporter of coals into China. So given the geopolitical tensions, there have been certain news reports, media reports of China announcing bans on Australian coals. But we don't jump into any conclusions here because if you look at the past few years, there have been certain announcements of similar to that. But what happens in practice is it's not as simple as replacing, Australian coals with Indonesian coals because coal power plants operate on certain grades of coal. So unless we see a sustained track record of a coal ban coming into place, we will not be factoring in that into our analysis.